Hello everybody and welcome back to the Cowdino arcade. Today we're going to talk about what it means to miss somebody and try not to get super personal. I don't really know where I'm going with this one. It's Friday night. My game design class today went really well, and for reasons I won't go into, we're going to talk about what it means to miss someone. I don't really know where to start. I just know that I had to, well, I did have to record VGT, and this was something that felt like a good time to do it. I suddenly felt very lonely. Perhaps this is very obvious. There's a very obvious answer to this question for some, because I feel like, you know, there's, oh, I miss you, and I miss you. You know what I mean? So, you know, I can miss the summer camp times, I can miss the good old days, but it's different than that. It's missing someone. And I've never really missed someone before. Now, yeah, that's all I'll leave it at for that. And, you know, in terms of getting personal, that's coming into question. That's what I'll leave it at. But I just want to talk about some thoughts. I'm going to be watching myself very carefully, so I forgive the pauses and stutters, but yeah, we're gonna kind of switch lines for a second, because there's a sort of quote that I kind of think about when I think about this, and it was I think it was on Imgur. It was of a 4chan post. I don't go on that site. I don't dare. And it was, someone had asked, when do you know if you love somebody? And the response was, when you lose them. And this was a long time ago I saw this, but I think it's a really good way for me to explain how I internalize missing someone. You only know you miss someone when you lose them. And that's not necessarily true, because you can still miss someone and not necessarily lose them. And I guess by lose, I mean, so there's no obtainable way to get them back, right? It's not a question of life or death here. It's just a question of, you know, maybe you miss your roommate, right? Because you moved away and you guys haven't spoken for a while. Oh, this is going to be a bad VGT. That's okay. But I don't know. I've never missed anyone, which is, I guess, kind of weird and bad to say in a way. Maybe when I was younger I did, but I know I went to visit my sister for Thanksgiving. Did I just drop a state? I did. Mark. Can't really get anywhere with the state, but we're just gonna... Anyway, my sister lives not near me, I'll put it that way. And it was great to visit her. I was there with me mum and other people. Oh, Jesus, this is difficult. Anyway, it's just the filters aren't on full blast right now. It's almost 11. And you know, I definitely miss my sister, but I definitely miss my sister, but it's not like I really miss her, which probably sounds bad, but I mean it in the best way, because it's like, I know that, you know, she's a FaceTime call away or a call away. You know, if I really needed something, I could get on a plane. That's kind of the short of it, right? And I think a lot of this stems from how much of my life has been online. I think having so many online friends and having so many online friends for so long has kind of made, you know, FaceTime or video calls on Discord or, you know, Skype, whatever, when I used that, before Discord. I think that kind of made it okay, because that was how all of my communication was happening. So it was like, I don't really miss anyone. It's just, you know, I'm a phone call away. What do you mean you miss me? Now, obviously I don't think of it that way. I get it. That's not the same for everyone. I'm just saying that as it was an extreme. But I also feel like the words are so powerful that they can't just be thrown around. Because if someone were to say, I miss you, you know, taking that in this strong meaning that I envision it, my normal response might be, let's call sometime, or, you know, let's get lunch, it wouldn't necessarily be a reciprocation, if that makes sense. Because to me, I guess missing someone has to have this this connotation that there's something out of your control preventing contact, I guess. Now, oh, look at these jumps, dude. Now, we live in a very remote world, especially right now. So for a while, for a very long time, I feel, it's obvious to me, but definitely probably not to the viewer. If there are any of you out there, shout out to the few of you who watch this, listen to this VGT. I appreciate you so much. Anyway, what was I even saying? Oh yeah, so the medium, right, of missing someone. It's more difficult to miss someone these days because I could so easily call or FaceTime or Discord or whatever. I'll just use call because I feel like FaceTime has become such a verb for just a video call. Tissue, Kleenex is a tissue. Anyway. And so it's like, it's hard to, miss someone when the world is so goddamn connected to itself. I miss times, but I also let go of that very quickly because I know there's something I can do about that. Missing the good old days or whatever is just much different. But oftentimes you can remedy things very quickly. You miss someone, call them. But I've been proposed with a different scenario, and I'll leave it at that, in which I kind of get that digital isn't great. I think of all the times I've told my sister, like, oh yeah, we can just call anytime, or pretty much anyone that when I'm at summer camp or something, it would be like, oh, I'm on the staff team now, like I'll call you from time to time. I guess just that. And I never fully, I still definitely haven't fully understood it all, but I wasn't even close to understanding what it meant for, a call is not the same thing as being in person. And only now do I have an iota of understanding of what that actually feels like. Which is weird because I definitely didn't expect it. I just was thinking about, I was feeling pretty lonely tonight, I'll put it that way. And I was thinking about it and I was like, huh, is this what it means? Does missing someone mean that you wish you were with them, but the fact that you cannot be is entirely out of your control? I guess that's kind of the most succinct way I can really put my thoughts right now. Because I never really understood what it means to miss someone. And sometimes there are just barriers of contact, right? Sometimes it's simply that you miss someone because they've changed from who they used to be. You miss someone because they've moved and you only really thought about it recently. Coming back to this, how do you know if you love someone, or how do you know if you miss someone? It's when you lose them. It's when you can no longer just say hi. It's when they've become such a different person that you're just no longer friends. And maybe you miss times, and those times are so close to the people. Can't tell if I'm getting close to what my situation is or if I'm successfully diverting away from it. I'm trying to throw so many examples at people's faces that don't think about it too much. It's fine. Hopefully, my point is somewhat getting across here. It's just, it's like you don't miss someone until it's too late. And, to a degree, I've understood that. I just never felt fully like I missed someone. Even when there's prospect of seeing them again or calling them again, there's just a certain value. And I don't know, maybe it's been the fact that I've been quarantined so much and alone, forcefully alone. It's like, yeah, I'm technically an introvert and I enjoy being by myself, but I don't like being forced to be by myself. And so when I had this this personal growth last fall and last spring, 2019 to 2020. I think of time and semester since I'm a university student. I think of the personal growth I was going through in terms of making friends and being around people more. And I'm fine as things are. I work very well in a remote environment, and I'm fortunate for that. But it's like I've gotten a taste of what could have been, and I'm suffering the cost of it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to put it. This part being personal, I don't really care about. It's not like it's secret. But yeah. So, you know, maybe I finally understand what it means to miss someone, because of the fact that I was finally making friends and stuff. And, you know, I'm kind of thinking in a broader view of everything. You know, you could miss someone who you just spoke to yesterday and are going to speak to tomorrow. You could miss someone who you haven't missed for 4 years and are suddenly going to speak to, and, you know, you might not be able to speak to them. Maybe you can just shoot them a text right now or something. But yeah. That's kind of honestly all I have on my mind, I guess. I just had this one iota, this feeling of, wait, maybe I miss this person. Actually, you know, that would be incorrect. I think it would be, wait, is this what it means to miss someone? That would be the feeling I had. I just wanted to talk about it a little bit because I was like, you know what? I have to record VGT tonight anyway. Well, I was going to record tomorrow morning actually, but this works. This works just fine. Yeah. So what does it mean to miss someone? Curious to hear your thoughts. I think maybe, you know, for a while I thought it would be missing someone is when someone leaves for some reason and you will never be able to see them again. Whatever that reason may be, social construct or physics. But that's not true. And I've known it's not true, but I haven't understood that it's not true. Tell me and I will forget, teach me and I will know, let me experience and I will understand. And I think I'm beginning to understand what it means to truly miss someone. Or people or things. Who knows? Anyway, nice and short VGT for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for watching and or listening. I hope you've enjoyed. Of course, leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Have a good one. And as always, don't forget to love the people around you. So you never know when things might change. Don't forget to stay awesome. Peace out.